Boom, more chess. I totally didn't take a 2 week break from playing, or at least uploading. I've been playing, but I've not been uploading. And the whole reason for me uploading was to measure my progress and kind of give myself a reason to continue playing at least once daily. So I'm gonna try to get back on that train. I had a valid reason though. A lot of assignments, interview prep for intern position at a software engineering for a software engineering role I had. Too much. So at least it's not like, oh, I just got lazy or anything. Definitely could work on the time management. Same in chess. I could work on my time management. Um I hope it all looks fine. I haven't even had a chance to test out my new camera position. I just moved it over because I needed more space on this side of the desk. So I had this little like stand thing here now. Um, I can't even remember like when the well, like what the last rapid game I played was. Castle, just castle. Push. He kind of has to take. I take. But hold on, let me just develop. If I bring my bishop out, I pin. Bring the knight out too. So I think I want to bring the bishop out, and then I can bring the knight here. Maybe push like that. But do I even want to push like that? Because he didn't push that, so I can't. It's not even like I'm attacking the center. Oof. I could probably kick, right? I'm gonna kick. Let's kick. He took. All right. If I bring the knight here, I can go here, adding pressure. So let's do that. If he pushes, I would have just taken. Hmm. He got himself out of the way. So, do I just go ahead and take now? I don't mind losing this bishop because his pawns are on the light squares. So, if he had any point pushes, I'm okay with like taking. There's no problem. I just want to figure out which piece to move. So like, what do I think about here? What do I say to myself to like get myself to like figure out what to do? I've developed my pieces. Like, I mean, probably trying to set up an attack here then, right? Do I bring the pawn out to give myself more room to move? Do I just play knight here, attack that? What would that do? Too many options. I'm gonna I'm gonna play here just because I think it'd be good to hold on to these pawns. Although, okay, a little bit. I think after thinking about it a little bit more, I don't really like that so much because I think gives his bishop like a lot of vision. But I can just do that and that. It's not so bad. I'm expecting him to play that, and I'll just take. I could move my queen out, but is that even a good move? I think I want my queen to more like to point more towards this side and be more involved over here, obviously, because I want to checkmate my opponent. He pushes. He's got these two defenders. If I wanted to win this pawn, I would have to add an attacker or remove a defender because I only have two attackers and he has two defenders. But I don't think there's a way to do that. I can move here, which adds an attacker. And if he pushes, he's just blocking out his bishop, which I think is super bad for him. So let's say I move here to add an attacker. Threatening to win it. He would have to defend it somehow. You could play a move like that again. Then at the end, I could take like that. Okay, what if I move here and he just pushes? Then it's take. Yeah, I gotta make a move. Okay, is this fine for me? Because then I have 1, 2, 3. He's got just 1 and 2, so I'm fine there. I'm gonna do this move, and because if he pushes to avoid this trade instead of defending it again somehow, maybe like a move like that is what I calculated. I don't know. There's a lot there. I'm out of practice. Playing chess is just like working out any sort of other muscle. Like you gotta keep practicing it, or you lose that like ability. It's like literally like anything else. Which is why I gotta be more consistent. But dang, is my schedule so like wacky. Anytime I think I have like I guess a set rhythm, I always underestimate like just how much like the volume of work I have coming my way. And on top of that, very poor time management, and it's just a whole yeah. We'll see how long I can continue posting. Got the 29th. I really want at least to have a month of just like straight one game a day every day for a month. That's my goal. If I can get that, that'd be great. I mean, I'm done with midterms now, so finals aren't till May. Maybe I can do that. Okay. So I have 1, 2, 3 attackers on this pawn. He has 1, 2 defenders. So let's go through this capture chain. If I take with the pawn, he's probably going to recapture with the pawn. And then I can take with the bishop. He's probably going to recapture with... No. Would he? He wouldn't recapture because he loses a piece after I take. So I would be up a pawn. So I'm not even going to think about it too much. I'm just going to do it. Recapture, and then I take. He wouldn't take because then he loses the knight. I mean, he wouldn't lose a knight. It would be fine. It's an even trade there. I'm just up a pawn. He could trade. It's fine. Again, if he pushes, I just... there's nothing to take now. Wait. Yeah, I'm just taking. Why would he do that? Now this is like open. I see 2 moves. But I don't... Okay, first bring the queen away, target, and then bring the knight in. He could probably like bring the bishop back. Probably not gonna do that since it looks like he's bringing it to a weird... Like it has less scope here. It has this diagonal, but I don't plan on moving anything here. He could also go here. If he goes here, again, just boom, threatening that. And then I have to bring a rook in somehow. Maybe just take this open file, lift it over. I think that's a solid idea. Assuming he doesn't like move this out of the way, because if this stays here, then I can potentially do that. But that's like a whole like 1, 2, 3. I don't know if I'm really gonna be able to do that. Either way, I'm attacking this. He could like bring the queen up too. Again, just go like that, or I go like that, attacking the bishop, attacking that. So if he brings a queen here to defend this, I will win the pawn by playing that. Oh no, he could bring his king up. And then I'll just continue with my rook idea. I wouldn't want this open file anyways. Is there anything else I should calculate? I don't know. If I go here to come here, this is a pretty good position for me. Oh, he has this move with his queen here. Um, no, what am I saying? That's just a blunder. He just blunders it. So no, he has to defend this. Waiting is a hard part. It's always a hard part. Like I don't mind having time when I'm still like kind of thinking about like any potential moves my opponent has and what moves I could play, but now I feel like I already did that. I can't think of anything else that I haven't covered because I think the main priority should be to defend this pawn, and he's probably only got that. But he does that. Okay, he does that. I did not think of that, so I'm just an idiot. That's a good move. See, how did I go through all that like calculating to not even see that move? Not good. Not very good. I can take here, isolating his pawns, so I'll do that. Which rook am I gonna... Oh, wait. Bring this rook because he's eyeing this pawn. I should probably move my king up. And because this pawn is weak. Currently undefended. I don't know if it's weak. I don't know if I'm using that term right. Probably not. But it's undefended, so definitely gotta be careful about that. So which rook? I said this one because keep this one defended. Probably not accurate to be real. If I move here, I am defending this, but then he could come here and then just force it, sort of force a trade. What if I push like that? No, okay, I'm gonna come here, defend that. I could maybe push like that. Nah, push like that maybe. But after I do that, so I'm gonna bring the rook over because what I can do is push like that. I'm gonna try to play a little quicker. I can win on time for sure. But the opponent is thinking a lot about these moves, which means they're super analytical. You know, I'm learning that. So they've got to either move the queen out of the way or king. The king. Let me just not rush moves now. I should probably think a little bit. If I move here, I'm covering that. I'm covering that. I'm covering this diagonal. This queen has to move where? Would it move there? Maybe. Maybe not. Could move out of the way like this. Could move here. What would it target? What would it start targeting? Maybe start supporting this pawn to push for some reason, or it would come here to attack this again, and then I have to block. I don't know, but I do think that attacking it is good, smart. Oh, and then I have access to this diagonal. So wait, I think that's it. Unless no, they push that. Um, let me think. Let me think. Let me think. I can come here, add pressure somewhere, somehow. Whew. I have to do something about this. This pawn is pinned. If I take, he's likely going to recapture with. Okay, what if I move out of the way? I think I want to move out of the way. and attack that. And then it gives me time to, because he has to react to this, so I think, right? Oh, okay. Oof. Okay, I'm gonna attack this rook, undefended. You can push the pawn to defend it. Probably won't do that. Probably will stack like that, maybe. I can bring the rook here. Yeah, I'm not playing super accurately. But I'm noticing that I'm up on time. Normally, I'm never the one up on time. But I gotta say, I've been playing Bullet every day for like the past, I think it should be an year now. I've reached my peak again of 1600 something. I've actually reached a new peak. And oh god, I like, as much as I hate to say it, I think it's good for me to play that to be better with time, but it makes me play stupid moves. But I think it's helpful enough. So I'm just winning this pawn. Yeah, I am. There's no checks. I can go like that if he moves away. I don't think he would move away. Oh, couldn't I just do that? In response to this, I moved like here. How would I think? Do I want to put the rooks here like that? No. I blunder that. Oops. What am I gonna do about this? Push? That felt like a really random move to do. That probably wasn't gonna help me much. I don't want to trade. I don't want to trade at all. Oh wait, hold on. Check. He's got a block. I think that's game. Dang. But I mean, good game for the first one back in a couple weeks. Good game. How'd I do? Of course, I'm gonna review. I'm hoping I get a diamond membership because my club, which I'm on the board for at school, they have like chess.com ambassadors, and I think they give them memberships. Last semester I got a gold membership, but it didn't give me game review. It just gave me puzzles, which I abused the heck out of, but it ran out. So yeah, this is more my opponent just playing not great. But I'll take it. A win's a win. I played the Pircher, King's Indian, or whatever the heck it's called. I didn't even mean to. It was just like straight up like, what do you call it? Like it was a habit, like instinct. I just did it. So yeah, I want to really touch on like the first key move, maybe a mistake I made. But I feel like all my moves are fairly straightforward. Probably in the end game I wasn't playing the best moves. So I was expecting that to be a mistake because I did, that was complete oversight. I did not realize. But what if you were to take? Oh, that was our best move, but they didn't. What did they play instead? Their best move is to stay on the diagonal to prevent me from giving this check. Yeah. I would have for sure made the same mistake. I would have just been like, yeah, I out of the way. I wouldn't have really looked at that, especially with the time crunch. But good game, well played to my opponent, and I'm glad I didn't lose my first game in a while. So, future goals: be more consistent if possible, if classes allow me to. I know I have, like I said, I have till May for the hellstorm that finals week or weeks are gonna be. I'm done with the midterm season for now. Can I do it? Can I do a game a day for a month? I really hope so. But yeah,